Yep. Just put them on this side.
Why don't catch up? They're out.
No,
Why are you whispering?
Oh, that's the
okay, well,
Did she arrest herself?
no.
That'd be funny.
Hang on. Let me get something to drink. I'll be back.
wall get to it.
Dr. Pepper with Coca-Cola mixed in it. Because I'm crazy.
Yeah, you are.
I don't care.
When it started. What was the last time?
No. Me too. I'm doing it though.
Are you filming?
Yes. I just pressed it. Alright, starts off.
Y'all ready?
Introduce it.
Welcome to 3 fat fucks and 1 skinny fuck, but the camera adds 10 pounds, so he's a fat fuck 2 wrestling crew, aka Redneck Wrestling Crew, aka Tennessee Valley Wrestling Crew, not Arkansas, and partly Alabama, because it's Ardmore, Tennessee / Alabama. And we went to Monday Night Raw Monday, which was the other day, and we liked it pretty good. And it was Mike Adamle's first night as Raw GM, and Fatback is going to start us off.
Well, you see, the thing about Mike Adamle is he's not as bad as people perceive. You know, he's not. He's actually, he can't help that he can't color commentate.
Yeah, you can.
Well, he shouldn't have a petition trying to get him fired. I mean, I don't like him, but he shouldn't have a petition to get him fired. Just let him work behind the scenes. I don't care. And he shouldn't be GM. Someone that's been with the company longer should be GM. He's been with the company less than a year, and he's already general manager. Why? You know?
Piss people off.
They did their video WWE Why. I was at work, and I agree with them. Why? Like, when I saw it on Raw, I recorded it, took my tape out, just like, hell with it, I'm going to bed. So, Nick, what do you think about good old Michael Adamle?
Well, you know,
Adamle.
I mean, there are people, you know, that they've set their life goal to work with the WWE in one way or the other. Whether it be on camera as a GM or as a manager or behind the scenes as a writer. And right now, you have Hollywood taking over both spots. You have Freddie Prinze Jr. as a writer, which who knows, he may turn out to, you know, it may turn out to be pretty good. And you have Mike Adamle, who knows nothing about professional wrestling, as the general manager of the highest rated brand of World Wrestling Entertainment. It doesn't make sense. I don't think he should be fired by no means. I mean, I'm pretty sure, you know, he can benefit the company elsewhere in other categories, but he's not particularly that great on camera. He can't color commentate. I'd say an interviewer at the most, probably. Anyway, what do you think, Biggin?
I think he's a terrible actor, terrible performer. They give him good stuff, you know, writing-wise. They give him good things to say. He just screws it up in his mouth. He can't talk very well. And it's just, Mike Adamle shouldn't be general manager, as they've said. It should not be, because he sucks as a general manager. I mean, anybody else could be doing the same thing he is doing. And nobody wants to see Mike Adamle as general manager. I mean, try not to hate on it, because I don't want to bash it in the ground, because I just don't feel like bashing something in the ground. But I ain't got no other choice. For real. I can't say something good about him right now. It's just the way I feel. Yeah.
I agree with what everybody said. Feel the exact same way. But in my opinion, he did go out there, and it takes balls to go out there and know everybody is fixing to boo your ass out of the building and tell you you suck.
Which
yeah,
they
we
did.
Dude,
we did.
So much heat.
He handled it good, I thought. And, you know, he couldn't even talk at certain points, but I thought he'd come out there, he did what he was supposed to do, and he handled it pretty well. I know it was written, the matches he was supposed to make. He got, you know, the writers gave him what he was supposed to do. I thought he did it pretty well. He came off pretty well, a lot better than he was as a commentator, and he executed pretty well. I wasn't totally surprised, wasn't shocked, but he stepped up a little bit. So, good job. And then what's next, Fatback? What you got?
Well, I guess the next thing we'll talk about is the overall Raw experience. Alright, it's pretty good. We all enjoyed it, I think. Personally, this was my first Raw. It was Malin's first Raw, too. His first live, man. But I went to Nitro back in the day, but that was nothing. Raw was everything I had hoped and dreamt it would be. And some of the best things tonight were the Kane's pyro, which left flame. Well, me and Big and blinked. We saw flames. Batista's pyro was just like a machine gun going off. It was overall a good show.
Only if the machine gun was a cannon.
Yeah, God, it was just so loud. It was so cool. I want to go to SmackDown ECW, see the rest of the guys in person. I didn't get to see, but I thought it was pretty good. Nick, you liked it, right?
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing about it's just a live experience. You have to be there to know what we're talking about. Even the music, you could feel the bass, you could feel the music. When they hit the ring, you could hear it. It's just overall live. You just have to be there. The pyro, you could feel the heat. It was freaking loud, and even the crowd. I mean, it's live. It's just better. It's a better experience. But the matches were also good. I mean, my favorite match of the night was Punk, Jericho, and JBL. I thought that, to me, it came off really good. How the finish, how JBL won with 1 second left, or right on that second.
Yeah.
So otherwise, they were good matches. It was just a good experience. I'd recommend it to anybody. What do you think?
It was fun, I gotta give props to the wrestlers, not only for wrestling and jumping around, hoo-ha and all that mess, but for traveling so much. We live in Ardmore and we traveled to Knoxville, and that took like 5 hours. And I don't see how they do it. That's all they do. They pack up, go to a town, wrestle, they're back on the road in some form, one way or another, plane, bus, car, overseas, all this. I don't see how they do it. It's amazing. I couldn't do it. It's amazing, very, very much is. But overall, Raw was pretty freaking awesome. And we had to stand out in the heat and all that mess.
2 freaking hours.
2 hours, and let Mother talk about that. So.
Yeah.
Kill them.
Before I get on that, like he said, I ain't never been to a live event. My favorite, match was a dark match for Crime Time, because I am partial to Crime Time. It's perfectly fine to like a match or hate a match if the person you like wins or is in it. It doesn't make it a bad match if they don't, but I can damn sure like it if I want to. Favorite superstar was Kane. He's a very, impressive person if you ever see him live. And Pyro had to be Batista close with Kane, but Batista, I felt it in my chest. So, But
was good too.
yeah, Kofi's.
And Jericho.
Yeah, Jericho. But we didn't have a good view of neither one of them. But it's okay. It's okay. But as far as Raw goes, that's how I feel. But as far as the arena goes,